Hey guys, it's your girl Lashes Tony X. Oh, how are you guys doing today? So today's video we're ranking my new foundations. So I have 6 new foundations. I bought all these in 2022. So a lot of new foundations, and I'm still excited about all the other new foundations that are coming out and serums and all these things. So like I have a ton on my list right now. I want the new It Cosmetics one. I want the what is it? The Danessa. I want hers. Oh my gosh, there's so many new ones that I want to get my hands on. So but I figured since I've been playing with these for a while, I would go ahead and we would do a ranking foundation video. I will kind of tell you the pros and cons of these foundations, and I feel like we should start. Should we start with the best and then go down, or should we start with the worst and go up? I feel like we should start with the worst and go up. Okay, that's how we're going to rank them. So, like I said, we have 6 new foundations, so I'm going to start with the bottom 6. And that's going to be the Makeup Forever HD foundation. This is my least favorite foundation out of all of my 6 new foundations. This I could absolutely live without. I could declutter it today and I would not be sad about it. Which I might do. I actually might see if my daughter-in-law wants it, but I just don't like this foundation. My taste in foundations have changed, especially since starting YouTube. I used to go for a very like full on, like it had to cover every freckle, it had to cover everything that I had on my face, it had to be thick. Then I've powdered, so it was like basically I looked like I was going to a beauty pageant every time I left the house, because that was just what I knew, you know. I always did that full coverage look. I don't know if I have any pros with this foundation. I'll say that it's got a pump, and I don't know, that it's got a glass bottle. I honestly don't have any pros to this. Let me tell you my cons, okay? I'm going to show you my cons. This is a super thick, I don't want to say super thick, but you can see I'm like moving my hand around. It's not budging. Let me put a big dollop on here. Alright, so there it is right there. So obviously the shade color is a little off. That's just because I purchased this at the beach, and that has nothing to do with why I don't like it. Honestly, it doesn't, because I can lighten this up with other foundations and whatnot. I could, you know, I could have traded it in for a lighter foundation. That has nothing to do with it. It is the texture of it that I don't like. Like I said, it is more of a thicker consistency. It's definitely medium coverage, but I don't understand why it says HD skin, because I don't know, I don't see the amazingness. So when I blend it in, it definitely has coverage, okay? I will give it that. This is my hand without the foundation. You can see all the veins. This is my hand with the foundation. Yes, it is dark, but it does not want to blend. Every time I wear this foundation, it is so hard to get it to blend. I will have like a patchy spot somewhere on my face, and I don't understand why. It's very like dry. It's a very dry formula. I don't know how else to explain it. It almost feels like a powder. It just does not want to rub against your skin. You know what I'm saying? It's not creamy. It's not creamy enough. It's not liquid enough. It's not, I don't know how to explain it. it does cover, but I mean, and it dries really fast. Okay, do you see this part right here of my hand? I'm going to try to blend that out. It dries very fast, and like it's just it gets splotchy. It doesn't blend very well, and I hate this foundation, you guys. I hate it with a freaking passion. You can see from, obviously from the tone of my skin, that it's just super patchy and it does not blend properly. And once it's on your face, like, it is not going anywhere. Maybe that's what people like about it. Like this isn't going anywhere. If you put this on with like a gripping foundation, like, you're good for hours and hours. This probably will last you all freaking day and night. Like, if you had a party or something to go to, maybe you're in a pageant, maybe you're going to prom, whatever. I mean, I could see like this really sticking to your skin, like it's not going to come off. But I don't look for products like that anymore. So if this is something that you would like, then this is for you. If that sounds like something you would like, this might be for you. For me personally, totally different likes when it comes to foundations. I am going to wipe this off, clean this hand, and we will go to my number 5. I did a review with all these foundations except one. So if you want to see my review on this, it was I used it while I talked about like my life update. I will link that video down below. So I will link every foundation review or testing or whatever that I did. I will link them all down below, and you can see my first impression of these. But I've been using these for a while now, and so your opinions change, obviously, once you've tried something out for a longer period of time. So my number 5 is going to be the e.l.f. powder. This is the e.l.f. Camo powder, foundation powder. And the reason why I'm putting this at number 5 is this is a very finicky foundation. So maybe one day you're wearing this, like if you see my video, I'm actually using it with a gripping primer. If you use it with certain primers, it is like this right here. It will get super patchy. It will not blend in very well. You have to work with it with a certain brush. You have to work with it with certain sunscreens, and it's just super finicky, and I feel like nobody has time for that. And then like if you just wear it straight up without anything, it just looks really heavy, like a very heavy powder. So unfortunately, this is my number 5 foundation. Like I said, it gives extreme coverage. I mean, so if you're maybe you're young and you're super oily, like I used to be when I was younger. I was so oily, you guys. Like, I could not leave the house without just, my face was like an oily mess. So if you're like that, then you may like these products. But for me, that I'm getting older, I can't use something that's dry. I don't like I said, it doesn't blend in very nicely. And if you're not wearing the right moisturizer, the right primer, the right sunscreen, it can get patchy. Like, you'll have it here, and then I'll look in the mirror and I'll be like, wait a minute, where's my makeup right here? It's a great price. It is a great price. So, like I said, if you're younger, if you're oily, if you're super oily, and you're on a budget, this might be something you're looking for. So, I feel like with each one of these foundations, there's probably a consumer for the product. But I'm just telling you how I personally am ranking these foundations, and what I liked, what I didn't like. Mainly I'm saying what I didn't like. But it does have good coverage. And like this one as well, it has very good coverage, and it lasts forever. it lasts all day. It does not come off very well. But both of these are very finicky products. They're very dry. If you have dry skin, I don't think you would like either one of these products. If you're aging, I don't think you would like either one of these products. Now, if you have a lot of, maybe you have acne scarring and things like that, this might be something that you would like. But personally, like I said, this is definitely number 5. It's too finicky for me. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this. I might keep these foundations a little bit longer just so I feel like I didn't waste my money or throw my money down the toilet. But this is super affordable. I think it's super affordable, whatever. But like I said, I have some girls in my family now that I can pass foundations to who would probably freak out and be obsessed with it. So I'm not, worried about it. But this is definitely my number 5. If you knew me when I was younger, all I would wear is powder foundations or stick foundations because I had very oily skin and that was my go-tos. Now that I'm older, I prefer a more thin, creamy, lightweight consistency. So that's what I look for in a foundation. So that is my number 5. Now let's go to, so this is number 4. And like I said, I did not do a video on it. I think what happened was I was planning on doing a video with both of these products, actually 4 and 3, but I hadn't got around to doing it yet. But I have. If you still want to see the video of these products, the 2 that I did not review or test or whatever, I could still do those videos. Just leave in the comment that you want to see it. Maybe it's something that you're interested in. Just leave it in the comment. But this is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. And I actually do really like this one. So this one, I'm going to actually give it I'm going to say some good things and bad things about it. So the good thing about this is Bare Minerals, they know foundation. They know their powder foundation. So I used this and it blended. It was so creamy. Even though it's a powder, it is so creamy. It just like glides on your skin like nobody's business. It's very creamy. I have no problem with it blending. It's not finicky or anything like that. The only reason why I'm putting it at number 4 is because my preference have changed and I don't love powder foundations like I did when I was younger. That's the only reason. Otherwise, if I was 20 years younger, this would probably be number 1, if I'm honest. This is a really, really awesome powder foundation. So if you're looking, like I said, for a powder foundation, this one is really, really good. When I used it, I did it 2 different ways. I used it and it just looked really natural. Like you can make this one look natural. This one's a little bit more heavy, more full coverage. But this one I feel like you can make look more natural. Like for a natural day, you just want, it's not finicky, so you can put your sunscreen on, put this on, kind of do your little swirly motions, you're out the door really quick. You just want to, blend really quick. This is your guy. It is a great foundation, but like I said, the only reason why I'm putting it at number 4 is just because I prefer liquid foundations now that I'm older, and that's the only reason. I think this is a wonderful foundation. So if you're interested, definitely let me know if you want me to do a video on it. I will totally show you. But this is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro, and this was, the reason why I picked it up is it said it was their new one, their new powder foundation, so that's why I picked it up. And back in the day, that's all I wore was Bare Minerals. So love this. Just not my favorite anymore, but I do love it. So this is my number 3. This is the Maybelline Green Serum Foundation. I love serum foundations now, you guys. Who am I? I don't even know anymore. The reason why this is number 3 is because it dries down to, it feels like a powder. So if you have dry skin, I don't think you're going to love this. And I'll show you. It has a dropper. So here we are. I'm in 040. There's not very many shades in this because it is more of like a serum. But let me show you. I'll put it on the back of my hand. So it starts off super like liquidy. You can see that it looks really dark, but it blends. So like I said, this is a serum. And it blends like, oh my gosh. Well, look at this. Like, it blends like nobody's freaking business. I mean, this sucker blends. It did cover my veins, as you can see. But I'm sure if you had like acne or scarring or things like that, I don't think it would cover that. It's very thin, but oh my gosh, this is an amazing foundation. Well, they don't call it a foundation, they call it a serum, but this is freaking amazing. It feels like skincare. I love it, I really do. The only reason why I put it at number 3 and not number 2 is number 2 I feel like is for the glam me. And like I said, it's Maybelline, so it's super affordable. And if you would like me to do a video on this, I do have the mascara. I haven't even tried it yet. I can totally do that. Okay, let's jump on in. And I will have all these foundations in the description box with the prices and the links for you guys, so you'll know how much they are. I will put them in the way I rank them. So we'll do 6 first. That'll be Make It Forever. I'll put the price and the link. Then it'll be e.l.f. powder foundation. I'll put the price and the link, and then we'll go on down. So that will help you out a lot, I hope. Okay. So number 2, I'm giving it to my Charlotte Tilbury. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. So I definitely feel like this gives you beautiful skin. Now this is, to me, this is almost full coverage. It is a medium coverage, but you can really amp this up. To me, you can really amp this up to full coverage. I'm going to pump it on the back of my hand. I do like that this is one of those great travel friendly packaging. I love the packaging. So I'm going to pump it on the back of my hand, show you the texture of it. It is not thick like this one, but it's not serumy like this one. So it's in between. It's definitely still running down my hand, but it's not too crazy. So this one I feel like is when I want to get glammed up. Let's say I have a date. Let's say it's my birthday, but this foundation is really flawless. So I would say if you're looking for a more fancy foundation, like I said, I like to wear this for special occasions and things like that. So yeah, highly recommend this. This is definitely my number 2, and I just feel like that just blended and it just looks so good. I mean, look at like, you can't even see the veins. You can see the veins here, right? So this is a great foundation. Highly recommend it. I love the packaging. I love the texture. I love the wearability. I just love everything about the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. So I'm going to wipe my hands off. And number 1, drum roll please. Let's go ahead and pause for 5 seconds. And you guys just kind of think or guess, or even leave it in the comments if you want. What do you think my number 1 new favorite foundation of 20... That's probably my husband again, bitching about Dunkin's. What do you think my top number 1, absolutely number 1 favorite foundation of 2022 is? So far, I mean, the year is not over yet, and there's tons of more foundations for me to buy. Okay, I'm gonna turn my phone down because that was my daughter-in-law. We were talking about Rae Dunn. I was looking for like a Rae Dunn, like a coffee cup that said, I saw one that says Mimi, one that says Nana, and then one that said, the best grandma ever. So, I don't know. She just said she would look around for it. Alright, so, drum roll please. Remember when I used to do my drum rolls back in the day, you guys? I cannot do a drum roll to save my life. I never have been able to, but drum roll please. Okay. Number 1 foundation of 2022 so far. Okay, let me just give you a little tidbit about me. I have never, ever, in my 40 is it 40 odd or is it 40 something? I don't know how they say it. In my 40 something years on this earth, have I ever loved a Nars foundation. Every time I bought one, I always returned it because I never liked Nars foundation. This foundation is freaking amazing. It is freaking amazing. So this is definitely my number 1 foundation. This is the Nars, what is it called exactly? It's something light reflecting or something. Let me see. This is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation, and I'm in the color Vienna, which is actually perfect shade for me. And it has a pump. You can see it. I've been loving it. It's got a little bit of foundation on it. I'm going to show you how it goes on the skin, you guys. It's beautiful. Okay, so do you hear the liquid? Just like this one. This one gives you coverage and it lasts. Okay, so let me show you. This gives coverage, guys. Coverage. Okay, so very thin formula. You can see that it's running down my hand. Okay, now we're going to blend it in. Oh my gosh, this blends in so good. Alright, blend it in like a second, guys. I mean, it gives such amazing coverage, but it gives you a little bit, can you tell, like there's like a slight glow. Like it looks like your skin is like very moisturized. Like it looks healthy. I'm even going to go as far as saying this, for all my OGs out there, this is amaze balls. I said it, guys. I haven't said it in a long time. So if I'm saying that this is amaze balls and you're OG subscriber, like this is amazing, okay? If it makes me say amaze balls, you gotta try this. I love the coverage. I love how thin it is. I love the finish. That's what I'm trying to say. The finish of this is so beautiful. This finish I feel like is a little more on the satin matte. This is definitely more on the matte side. This one I would say is definitely on the satin matte. This one I feel like is definitely more on the matte. And this one is 100% on the matte side. Definitely on the matte side. So this one is, I feel like gives you a little bit of healthy, like a very healthy look. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed me ranking these foundations. Are you a Starbucks girl or are you a Dunkin' girl? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give me a thumbs up. It totally helps my channel. And don't forget to subscribe before you go if you're not already. I love you guys to pieces, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!